Double Trouble is by far my favorite game mod in Squad Busters, so in this video, I'm going to teach you the secrets that will help you get more wins, and we'll even watch some of my game footage to show you exactly how it's done. Now, the two secrets to help you get more wins in this game mode, and one of them you're not going to like, but the first one is very straightforward, and everybody should do it, which is that you absolutely must go for fusions as fast as you possibly can. Why is that? Well, let me just show you what the gold cost would be if you go for 4 used units versus opening the same number of chests, but first you got to 6 units, and then you start trying to go for fusions. The difference is astronomical in the cost, and for those of you that just wants the answer, it's 45 gold to just go for 4 fused units. That's 5 gold to open your first chest, then 5 gold to open your second chest, and you now have 2 fused units, whatever you started with. Then it's 5 gold to open your third chest, and now you have 4 units. So your chest cost is 15, and then it's 15 again, and all of a sudden you've got 4 used units for a grand total of 45 gold. Meanwhile, if you open a chest, get a different unit than what you started with, open another chest, get a different unit from what you started with, you now have 6 units in your squad, which means your chest cost is 25. So to open 5 chests, which is the same amount of chests it took to get to 4 fused units, that would run you 95 gold. Do you see the problem here? You must go for fusions over unit diversity. Now, this brings us to the second tip, which is not very fun, and like I said, you aren't gonna like it, which is that the pay-to-win consumables are literally twice as good in this game mode. So if there were a time that you were gonna bust out some of those consumables, consider using the rerolls, in the very least, to go for fusions as fast as you possibly can. This has an absolutely astronomical impact in how you'll do. In addition, pulling epic keys are really, really powerful in this game mod. Why is that? Obviously, they're twice as impactful because you're getting twice as many units. So yes, epic keys are amazing. Using keys to get fusions, just regular keys, also are completely gangbuster. So keys are really insane here. Don't use a fusion key, however, because you only get 1 extra unit from what you would have normally gotten, at least the last time I tried it, and I stopped doing it. So fusion key is bad, but epic keys are insane, and regular keys are also insane because you're getting 2 units. That's the beauty of Double Trouble. So the consumables are way more valuable. Now from there, the rest of the way you play a match is pretty standard stuff, okay? Now there is one other thing we do need to talk about, which is that because you are getting units twice as fast for the same number of chests you would have opened, I get the gold cost is a little higher potentially, but because you're getting units twice as fast, that means that you need to push toward the center much faster, and also the value in the center will evaporate much more quickly because everybody's more equipped to handle it. You're also way more likely to get ambushed, and so you probably want to have units that are a little bit resilient to that if you can manage it. I've talked in the past about how I avoid things like potentially a first pick Colt, certainly a first pick bow I'm avoiding, first pick chicken I'm avoiding, but also, hey, having a chicken for the speed boots in this one can be really, really nice. And yes, I do go for fused chickens in that instance, and yes, then you've got enough speed to be set for the rest of the match with 2 fused chickens. This also means, however, that certain economy units may not be as good depending on what other game mod comes with it, but generally I try to avoid Mavis, I try to avoid Greg. Trader can be outstanding here, but remember what you're trying to do. Either you're running around the outside, going for economy, or you're fighting other players. And if you're fighting other players and that's your win condition, then maybe the traders are not the best play, but keep in mind, if you're going to fight other players, then you probably need to be keying to be the overdog, and that just is what it is. So economy may turn out to be a good strat, right? But unlike other units where you urgently want like a ton of fusions, do you really want 2 fusion Gregs? Do you want really 2 fusion Mavis? Probably not. All right, our first Double Trouble game, baby. And between the bow, heavy, and trader, I'm snapping off the heavy and I'm rushing toward the middle. I always go for the blue box for the speed boots. Debatable if you stand still to get that extra skeleton. I'm looking around. One more skeleton means I can get a box here, so I'm going to take it. And I'm going to let my bullets finish off this goblin, and boom, we get it. I am able to get that very first fusion, which is huge. I push in, going for the heavy fusion here. You can see my gold cost is still 5, exactly as I described to you, and that's why this is insane. I think penny would be reasonable, but I take the chicken for the fusions, which I don't hate, honestly. Like, look at me actually going and following my own advice. Love to see it. Wow. Okay, from here, I go, and what am I gonna get? Ooh, Medic will be sick. Yeah, Medic is really goated. My cost is through the roof. As you can see, it's 25, but I can handle almost anything. Well, except these golems stunning me. GG. I am trying to finesse a little bit around the golem. I see somebody who rolls up here. I'm gonna pop a key. What do I take? I took a trader. I feel very sus about that. If I were doing this again, I would probably take the Shelly. I think that I'm going for a hybrid strat here, which, as I mentioned, I think in the intro, I don't like the hybrid strat. I'm chasing this guy. I think it's a bot. Their name is an ostrich. I should probably just commit to using more chicken here and, like, just commit the chicken resources. Oh, this guy's cooked now. Okay. Well, the ostrich is down. Good stuff. So from here, I'm going for the fusion on the chicken. I'm fully committed to it, exactly like I said. I'm trying to prevent my squad cost from going up, so I go for the fusion on the trader here. 40 is still a disgusting squad cost to squad up, but it just is what it is. I see there's a combat here. I'm trying to be the third party and pressure off both of them, and it looks like I've accomplished that. I get Thunderbolt here. Generally, if I'm gonna third party, I try to third party the Overdog, and then they typically back off, and that leaves the thing they've been weakening for me to take out. From here, looks like I'm gonna snap off an Epic Key again, is what it is. I'm gonna go for the Battle Healer. Interesting choice. It does make me pretty tough to pop my units, but I'm not really posturing here to be ambushing, which, watching this, it just makes me a little anxious. I don't know how I'm gonna do in this one. Ooh, yeah, so I get ambushed there. I guess in that instance, if I'm going to be the one getting ambushed, it's not so bad to have the extra health. I do pop one of those guys' units there. He backs off. Surprising I'm not chasing with chicken. And at this point, yeah, I go for the BK here. BK for the sick takedown. I move in, and I move in exactly the way I say not to do. So good to see both examples of that. Because I went in and I did not attack the Overdog, that meant that I got sandwiched between the Overdog and the person that was in the sort of process of getting busted. Not the way you want to do that. So good to show you both of those in here. And then I get a couple good hits on this guy. The dude is running a trader, so he's a little bit of a loot pinata. I do leave behind a lot of loot here, and it just is what it is. I am continuing to chase, but my chicken boots are out. So if you thought 2 fused chickens was definitely way too much, think again, man. I just went through 2 fused chickens worth of boots. That's crazy. Now I'm in middle. I have BK. I can absolutely dominate with my Ultra BK here. It's just honestly kind of disgusting. And that other guy rolled up. I'm actually going to push the player. I really don't need to here. I'm at 320 on the board. I guess the other guy's kind of catching up to me. I move in on this baby drag, but I'm kind of chilling. And chilling in part because I don't have any speed. So, oh, another BK is gross. So I'm going to proactively pop one of my BK super rage abilities here. Oh, I just get a couple hits on that guy. Loot freaking pinata. So I showed some of the principles in action here, but don't worry, I've got more games. And like, is keying really strong? Yes, but is keying especially strong here? Yes, it is especially strong here. Let's go to the next game. All right, here we are in game 2 with the El Primo Bow and Shelly choice. The choice is obvious. I take the Shelly. I take the sus choice of stepping left to unveil some stuff under the sand there, and I do get paid off really well with a bunch of coins. I struggle with that choice, and I do end up using a reroll because, like I said, keeping that squad cost down is just everything at the start of this match. I'm going to rush in. I was able to get the fusion on both Shellys, which is huge. Still 5 coin cost. I think I take a Wiz here because, like, hey, yo, Wiz is kind of sick. And it's a little sus because I'm not going to be able to fuse it. There's just no way. I use the bomb on the tree because I have just so many spells that are going to be coming in. That guy gets cooked by my lightning spell, but I don't get the kill, and it leaves me having done damage to him, but not gone anywhere, really. I took the Nita, which I don't hate, but you can see my squad cost is 25. The only way out of this situation now is just going to be keying because other people are going to be too strong for anything else. And this guy is kind of, they're kind of harrying me here. It's a little sus. Move in on double unders, probably a bot. Really, really poor throw on that log. Actually tragic. And I'm going to take this guy out. And I haven't actually used a key yet. That guy was going for me. Changes his mind. I'm stuck with no fusions here. So now I'm just pot committed to lack of fusions. I pop an epic key. Grab. I didn't even see what that was. A Mortis? Definitely a bad call. That guy's getting my loot, maybe. And, I mean, dude had a rage spell going. It's kind of terrifying. We're looking for value here. I'm in 5th. The thing about the strategy I'm running is that either I'm busting squads or I'm in huge trouble. I do get some great hits on that guy's Colt. He really couldn't afford to run the way that he did, but now I'm in trouble, and I'm actually out of boots. I barely get away with my life there, which is kind of wild. Like, if he had gone for me, I think he had the kill there. Like, I was in trouble. And now I've really backed off to, like, safety here to try to recoup a little bit. I'm going to swing around to the right, try to get the final 5 gold I need for the final upgrade, and I'm basically prepping to push in the middle at this point. Medic is probably the pick. Oh, a fusion on the Pam or the Wiz is great. Yeah, we take the Pam fusion. I really like the extra large healing field. The small healing field, I mean, look, nobody likes a small healing field, okay? And I'm in the Frost spell, it doesn't matter. Fusion key, look how little this does. Pretty sure it just gives me 3 total units. Like, fusion key is a complete waste. I'm actually, like, kind of grossed out by the fact that I did that. But I am in 4th. And I should have used an epic key. Like, the results would have definitely been better. 2 epics would have been really sick here, but whatever. Is what it is. I've chosen what I've chosen. And I need to ambush somebody, and I can't figure out who it's going to be. Like, nobody's in the middle. I'm going to go for some of these PvE objectives. Fusing Nita here would be a pretty good choice. I hope that's what I did. Yeah, I'm not in a good spot. And, like, I've got people attacking from a bunch of different angles now. I'm very exposed here. I swing to the right, and I actually chase this guy. I have a lot of time left, kind of, but I'm through the middle again, which is super dangerous, and I decide against it. Yeah, smart. I don't know if there's a pathway to first for me in this match. Oh, okay. I'm in first now. GG. Do I need to do anything to hold first? Whoa. Oh my gosh. That guy really played poorly with his Hog Rider there. I'm in 2nd. I need to do more if I'm going to get first, and I just don't know that I will. There's only a couple seconds left. Oh my gosh. Am I going to clutch here? I am going to clutch. All it cost me was like an epic key, a regular key, and a fusion key. Yikes. Anyways, let's jump into the next game. So I'm going to pick, looks like heavy. Yep, there it is. So heavy off rip is fine. I really like the heavy. I move in on this box. I kind of want to stand still, but I realize that this thing is going to make me move, and I get hit anyways, which is like really silly of me to do, but whatever. I'm standing there kind of getting value, but kind of not. The reason I say kind of not is that, like, I know I have to push middle. So although I like to step on those spots to get some extra loot, this was critical to get here. And what do I take? Yep, heavy fusion. GG. Have to do it. Over the Hog Rider, because think about it. If I take the Hog Rider, like, oh god, bow, that is a mispick. I'm up against a bot, so I get away with it, but that is not what you want to pick there. And this guy could actually have destroyed me. I'm surprised he walked away. I guess the heavies in front intimidated him. Goblin is actually not the worst here. Like, I am getting so many coins, and I want to go for fusions immediately anyways on that. So I'm actually getting some value. This thing really, like, tunnel visioned me there, GG. What am I going to do? Fuse the bow. I may recover from this, like, pretty suboptimal draft, honestly. What do I do now? Ooh, I have to take the queen. Yeah, we take the queen, throw the logs. I got plenty of spell options here. We get down those expos. That guy has moved out of the way, but the expos are going to kind of hold down that area for a while. And I get to fuse on the gob again, which is just gross. So I have a couple free gobs in the squad. Fuse on the bow. I am doing the thing I said you should be doing. Pick up a new log spell. Epic key into an archer queen. Going for fusions. I'm preserving the squad cost, but you definitely could argue that the BK would be better there for the rage spell. I mean, it's just gross, but whatever. I'm in the middle, and I could have been cooked there. I actually could have been cooked. You toast is a bot. I'm now about to get sandwiched, and I'm leaning on my archer queens doing that work. That guy pulled away a second away from destroying a bunch of my units. I honestly got lucky that he pulled the punch. Like, it's really good for me that he flinched. I think he just saw that archer queen DPS and panicked. Like, the archer queen DPS is pretty gross. Pam here will be amazing. Now I don't care about the squad cost. At this point, I'm at 50 per. So, like, while fusions are good, I gotta be more interested in overall squad strength. And now that guy just literally got cooked, but I don't have the turbo to chase him down. Is what it is. We roll on to these objectives real quick. And I'm gonna take a fusion on the medic, which is huge. That medic does some heals. Pop an epic key, go for the BK. And at this point, pop the rage spell, and somebody's getting cooked if I can find them. And I can. So I do exactly what I said there. I try to third party on the stronger of the two. And if I had more boots, this guy would be Dunsky, but he might be Dunsky anyway. Oh my god. So not much for this guy to do. I'm going to rotate back into the middle because I don't think I can chase that guy. And certainly it's not worth the time it would take. And now there's a lot of good value here. I do see I should have popped my rage spell there potentially just to intimidate that guy from coming toward me. I think that would have been worth. I cannot believe I'm able to pop a couple of his units there. Battle Healer is going to keep me super healthy at this point, and I'm very difficult to approach here. I've got almost double the score of everybody else, and I'm kind of cooking. So 2 more gold and I can squad up yet again. Get the cannon down. Seems good. Use on the Archer Queen. Drop down those Expos into the middle. We get these gem mine, and this guy goes for it, but like, I think that's the same guy from earlier that I took a few units off of. Yeah, and I've got double the score of everybody. People could come after me here, but the Expos are kind of keeping them away. And there you have it. GG. Another win there, and like, you can see keys are really powerful here. Rerolling is really powerful. But even if you aren't doing those things, here are the core principles you can take away. 1, always go for fusions. 2, press for more value in the middle because there's a lot more power in your squad more quickly than you realize. And 3, try to ambush people where you can, third partying the stronger party, hoping that you get them both or you scare away the stronger party. But just be careful not to bite off more than you can chew. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. Check the cards in the end screen if you're looking for more guides designed to help level up your game.